Alright, we are here for our final video of my 15 Ultimate Teams. Now, I will show you, actually no, we're just going to get straight to it. My last 3 teams are my La Liga team, the worst team possible in FIFA. I've named it the best team for sarcastic purposes. And my new team, I just made my MLS team. But let's start with my La Liga team. In my La Liga team, this is a quality side, folks. And we don't have our starter. And our starter is... he's right here. We're going to put him right there. And we're going to take him out and put Kaká. Now, there are good and bad sides of the squad. One good side are my strikers. And I think another good side is Rami and Mascherano. For a defender, I want that. I mean, the 54 pace isn't great, but 84 defending and 84 heading is great stats. And then Mascherano's 87 defending and 70 heading is not bad either. And 68 pace feels higher. It feels he's at least have 70. And he's probably the best defenders of all my defenders. And Ricardo Carvalho isn't that great, but I mean, he's okay. And Diego Alves, I read somewhere, I think it was on FUT Head Community, that they didn't like him, that all he was good was diving in reflexes. He is a great player. He has saved me so many times. I mean, he's probably one of my better goalies. Now moving on to the midfield, one of the bad sides of this team is Sergio Busquets. Oh my goodness, he's terrible. And I bought I bought Son just so I wouldn't have to play with Busquets the entire time. And I prefer Son by a bucket load. Busquets makes me angry. Jesus Navas is good, isn't great, but I mean, he kind of fills a role. His speed's alright. Feels more like a bit like 91 or 90. And his passing's great. LEC's been amazing for me. The shooting isn't the best, but I mean, he's a good player. Kaká, oh my goodness, his finesse shots. I've had some really nice finesse shots with him. My goodness, he has been good for me. And Jose Callejon has been pretty good. I mean, his pace, again, feels more a bit like 89 than 90, but still. And finally, Soldado. Finishing has been amazing. Every time I can just bring it up with Calhoun, send it in the air, free ball to Soldado, and it works like a charm. He always finishes. And then for our striker sub-in, we have Vela. And what I'll do sometimes if I need to give Kaká a rest is I'll put Vela in for Callejon and put Callejon in for, well, Kaká. And he only get 7 K, but still, we put him there. Anyway, Vela has been quality for me. He's been a very good striker. Yeah, he only gets 3 K there. But he has been very, very... I mean, he hasn't been amazing. I said he was very, very good. He's not as good as... He's one of my okay strikers. But he again, his shooting isn't the best, but that 86 pace can really help you out there. Alright, this is my... And finally, Fekuli, who's good. When I need to give Jesus Navas a break, I'll use him. Moving on to our next squad. Yes, I do want to save. Is my best team or worst team. Basically, the worst possible team in FIFA. And I really didn't care about Ken when I made this team. I just wanted to make it. Anyway, what we have here is every person on this team is trash. Every person. I mean, as you can see, I tried to make it so at least the highest stat we have here is a 48, which is our right back, whose stats are horrendous as well. Every stat, I think the highest stat we have is like 60. I think not even that. Yeah, we have 60 there, and I think that's about it. This team is just horrendously bad. No, we have 68 is our highest stat. Well, look at Roper. His highest stat is 43. I mean, that's terrible. That's awful. And then we have Fifa, who has 18 dribbling and 13 shooting. Honestly, that's not very good. As if you could not have told by the sound of my voice already. But this team, I played with it a couple of times. Lost every match I played with them. And it was just a disgrace. So I kind of just stopped. They're just all terrible. Then nothing more can be said. Subs, we have Rice, who is 49, and I got Gerard, not the actual Gerard, but this Gerard, because I wanted to have the worst possible team. So, as crazy as that sounds, I did. Now, finally, my last team is my MLS team, and I just made them. Alright, then we have 100 chem, we don't have a manager. Don't worry, I'll get a manager, and this will be 100 chem, no problem. Anyway, but this team, they're good. They're very good. I've really enjoyed. I mean, they don't win against the big teams, but like when I'm doing like a tournament or something, and it's like the first match, I'll usually play with this team. And it's still a bit in the making. Like, I want to replace some players. Like, I want to replace him, of course, and I will be replacing him. But I will do a new review of this team, of all the full players, and I would say a couple days. And announcing a countdown to when I will be selling my teams. I will officially be selling all of my teams on like a week after Christmas. So a week after Christmas, or no, 2 weeks after Christmas. That's my bad. 2 weeks after Christmas, I'll put a video up of all of my teams being sold, and that whole ordeal is gonna be very interesting. Anyway, to the squad review. Goalie's not bad. I mean, he's one of the better goalies I could find. I mean, alright, moving on. Rivas. Not bad. Again, that's pretty good for a 70 non-rare. 67 pace, 71 defending, and 73 heading. For a 70 non-rare, that's alright. And then we have Nesta, whose pace is not the best. But, I mean, 83 defending and heading is pretty good. And Harvey, decent, average, fills the role. Beltran, I got Beltran, and I can switch him in with Sarkodie. They both have 84 pace, but Beltran has been better for me. I've been really enjoying using him. David Beckham, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with him. His passing really shows, and he always performs his through balls well to either Donovan or Divaio. I don't really. Sometimes I do it to Henry with Beckham, but not all the time. In our center mid, we have La Broca. Not honestly the best player. Those stats aren't that great. They're all above 58. I mean, it's one of those players where he has all stats about the same, but the thing is, when I look for one of those players, I try to find them at least over like 70, and for the greater players like Torre, at least over 75. And then we have Tifert, who not bad stats. Those aren't bad at all. I mean, that in that sense, that's the same thing as what I was talking about, except his defending and heading isn't the best. Moving on, Henry, great player. I mean, his stats aren't as good as they were in the last game, but I still think he's a good player. I still like to watch Henry play. Divaio, those are great stats for 81 non-rare. I mean, he's been good to me. Donovan, great player, as I said before. Anyway, I will be releasing my full team review. I will be putting more players in here. In about like a week, I'll do it. So make sure to check in a week, and I'll show you my full team review. And remember, 2 weeks after Christmas, I will be selling all my ultimate teams, or at least I'll put that video up there by 2 weeks after Christmas. All right, that's it for now. That's my 15 teams. And remember to tune in a week to see my full review of all the players I'll have for my MLS team. All right, goodbye.